Welcome to Pashua's Moment with Pastor Charles Kiyaga.
Yes, praise the Lord, brethren. We are back again on our program, the Pashua's Moment, and as always, your servant, Pastor Charles. I'm standing here on your mountain, Zion Pashua's Prayer Mountain. We are back again talking about this intriguing message, a message that draws us back to the ways of seeking after God. Today is a Monday, and I want to welcome you from the weekend. I want to bless God and congratulate all of you who have had great achievements, or you had great time. We thank God for that. Then those of us who had challenges, even then, I want to encourage you that God is in charge. Take your consolation from Him and be strengthened, encouraged, and motivated to move on. Whatever the storm is, whatever it is that went wrong, God will be able to fix it. So, as always, I'm your servant, Pastor Charles, and I'm here on the prayer mountain of God seekers, where I encourage you to come and seek God, where I encourage you to come and wait upon God. Let us go to Genesis again, chapter 9. We are going to read verses 3. Yesterday, we read verses 2. He says, verses 1 says, he blessed Noah and his sons, and he said to them, multiply, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth. Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth. That was the blessing that he blessed them with. And that was after they spoiled the other first blessing, when Adam and the generation that followed sinned. Now Noah comes out, and Noah, God pronounces the same blessing again. He says, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth. Fruitfulness is a blessing, okay? And it comes from God. Multiplication is a blessing, and it comes from God. Verses 2 says, the fear of you. The fear of you. Okay? So when God says, be fruitful and multiply, He begins by dressing us with glory. That the fear of you will be upon everything. All nature will recognize that you are blessed of the Lord. When God blesses you, there is a glamour that goes with it. When God blesses you, there is a fear that goes with it. Your enemies, your adversaries begin to sense something around and about you. They become discomforted. They become uncomfortable by your presence. The fear of you will be upon all nature. So He began by saying, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth. Then He says, the fear of you. It is one thing for you to be fruitful, for you to multiply. But then you are not respected. You are not feared. Okay? You are still, taken advantage of. You are oppressed. Oppression is a sign that you are not feared. Otherwise, if you're feared, you will not be oppressed. You're tormented. You are downtrodden because you're not feared. So He says, the fear of you and the dread of you shall be on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the air, on every moving thing on the earth, and the fish in the sea. They are given in your hand. The fear, the glory. Okay? So when He makes us to be fruitful and to multiply is one thing. But not to be downtrodden, not to be oppressed, not to be tormented. Okay? When you are still belittled, It means the dread, the fear of you is not upon those oppressors. Now, I want us, as we seek God, to know God is going to dress us with glory that will cause our enemies to shudder, our enemies to quake. The dread of us will be on everybody. The dread of you. You will not only be fruitful and multiply, but there will be a glory that causes your enemies to shudder, that causes your enemies to quake, that causes everything that would torment you to back off, because there is a fear. There is a fear, and I want to pronounce that upon you. Let us wait upon God. Let us seek God, that God will not cause us only to multiply and be fruitful, but He will cause the fear of us to be upon our enemies. Let us begin from there tomorrow.
Eyo yebadde Pursuers Moment ng'ekutuusiddwako essomero lya Pursuers Junior School erisangibwa mu Butambala ku kkubo lya Mpigi Gombe. Kati wulira enkizo eriwo singa otwala omwana wo ku Pursuers Junior School. Interviews za bwereere. Essomero liyimiridde ku musingi ogutya Katonda ate ng'omwana agonjulwa bakugu. Tutumbula ebitone eby'enjawulo mu mwana. Tulina amazzi amayonjo ku ssomero ate ng'omwana bw'asomera ne weyeebaka abanga mukungu. Endya y'abayizi nnungi byansusso anti emmere tugirimira nga ne faamu y'ente weeri ku ssomero. Tulina emmotoka ezitambuza abaana. Pursuers Junior School e Butambala tusomesa abaana okuva mu baby class okutuuka ku kibiina ekyomusanvu. Mudde boarding okumanya ebisingawo 0772 41 98 4 ne 0702 36 41 64. Pursuers Junior School Butambala, in pursuit of knowledge.